Hello, everyone. Happy Children's Day to all the lovely kids around the globe. Today, we are delighted to celebrate the Children's Day. What I think is, our children are the dearest one to us. But do we know what exactly they need in their lives? And what is the most important thing that a caregiver or a parent can give to the children? Let me disclose a secret of winning the hearts of the children, a secret of letting the children shine bright, a secret of making each and every child successful. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Halima Sadia, an educationist and a lover of children. Today, I am disclosing a secret, and that secret is what I have experienced in my life, what I have adopted, and I was able to win the hearts of the children. Love is a magic wand, whether it's for the teacher or the parents. Love is that wand that can win the children's heart to anyone. Let me narrate a beautiful story that I have read somewhere around a few years ago. But before that, these are some of the beautiful thoughts. Being deeply loved by someone gives you a strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Now, choice is yours whether you want strength or you want courage. Caregiving often calls us to lean into love we didn't know possible. And they may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. A beautiful thought by Carl W. This is the case with the children, exactly. They remember how we make them feel. They don't remember our words. There is no need of preaching. Instead of listening to us, they always watch us. They imitate us. So as a caregiver, we have to be careful what we practice in front of them. So I was mentioning about a beautiful story, and that is a love story of a sparrow and a white rose. There was a beautiful garden where lots of flowers were there, and a little sparrow was there. The sparrow fell in love with a white rose. And one day, after taking lot of courage, the sparrow expressed the love for the white rose. The sparrow said, "Rose, rose, rose, listen to my heart. I love you." The rose said, I appreciate, I appreciate that you love me, but I cannot love you back. I cannot say that love you too. Sparrow was surprised. Then the white rose said that it's a curse on me. Since I am white, I cannot love until unless my color changes to red. Once I am red, then the feeling of love will be there in my heart and I can love you back. The sparrow was determined to find its love. Whatever mean or whatever struggle, whatever strive, whatever efforts the sparrow has to put in. Do you know what sparrow did? Finally, sparrow find a thorn near the rose, and the sparrow pricked himself. Blood started coming out, drop by drop, and when this blood was on the white rose started turning into red with the blood of the sparrow. And finally, drop by drop, the white rose turned into the red rose, while a sparrow was without any single drop of blood. And finally, the sparrow died. What a tragic end of the love story. But do you know, when the sparrow died, the sparrow was smiling, a beautiful, victorious smile on the face of the sparrow. And the reason was the accomplishment of its mission, the accomplishment of its niche. The sparrow wanted the love of the white rose, and it was finally successful to get the love from the white rose after turning it into red. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to sacrifice till the last drop of our blood for our children? Yes, love demands sacrifice. If we claim that we love our children, we have to be ready to sacrifice our comfort, to sacrifice our pleasure, to sacrifice our relaxation, in sometimes to sacrifice even on our career and profession for the sake of our children if it demands, to sacrifice our time. If we are ready to sacrifice, then we are genuinely in love with our children. To love a person is a magical feeling. And that's why it is said that love is a magic wand in the hands of caregiver. The people say that love is a beautiful feeling. I appreciate their saying. But to my belief, love is an action, not just a feeling. If we have the feeling into our hearts, but we are not able to express it, if our actions are not supporting our feeling of love, then that love is not true love. Only by claiming, only by saying, only by expressing, we cannot prove our love. So actions are required. And same is the case with the children. If we love children, we have to prove it, we have to show it, we have to express it. Only keeping into our hearts is not enough. Let the children know that we love them. Let the children know that how deep is our love. Let the children know that how unconditional love we are ready to give to them. So to our dearest children, yes, we have unconditional love. What exactly is unconditional love? It's a love to love someone no matter what life throws at us. Whether we are happy or sad, whether we are poor or rich, whether we are comfortable or not comfortable, and whether our children are bad with us or good with us, or children are happy or children are ugly or beautiful or handsome, or the children are stubborn or arrogant, or children are not following our instructions, children are not giving the result, or they are very bright, whatever it is, we will not stop loving our children. That is unconditional love. We continue loving our kids. And this unconditional love is going to bring the magical effects on the children. But it's not easy because we are human beings and we always expect something when we do something or when we give something. Unconditional love is never easy. But with a little bit of practice, it's reachable. We have to purposely practice it. We have to purposely practice it not only on our children, but even on others. Let's do a simple act of kindness, simple act of helping the people without expecting anything every day. Then we'll find that we have a heart that is always happy and always ready to give to the people and not expecting anything in return. If I have to wind up everything in one sentence or even in one word, I must say it's quality time. If we are able to spend quality time with our children, it means that we have already won the battle. Spending quality time means that when we are with the children, we are fully engaged with them. We are with them with our heart, with our soul, with our body, with our mind, with all our faculties, with all our senses. We laugh together, we love together, we walk together, we play together, we enjoy the nature together, we read together, we cook together, we eat together, we spend time together, we hug each other, we love each other. This is spending quality time. But nowadays, as we all know, that we are physically present with our children, but mentally we are somewhere else. All the family members are engaged or they are involved into their own gadgets, into their own virtual worlds. That's not going to help us. If we really want to get great results, then naturally we have to perform the great task. And one of the great tasks is quality time and giving quality time to our children. Our children don't demand for our presence. Our children don't demand for our presence, but of course, they need our presence. We have to be with them. They want to share a lots of things with us, and we have to have an ear for them. We have to listen to them. We have to listen to their feelings, their thoughts, their desires, their happenings. What's happening in their life, which type of emotions they are going through. So, my dear parents and all my friends, with these words, I would like just request each one of you that let's love our children unconditionally. And love is the only magic wand that's going to bring the result. If we really want to raise great children, if we really want them to shine bright, if we really want them to be successful in their future endeavors, then only weapon we have is love. Love, love, and love. Love them as much as you can. Thank you very much.